Well, good morning. My name is Penny and I am the proprietor of Penny Psychic Readings. I do hope you're going to join me today for my first full 30 minutes Facebook Live show that I'm going to do for you today. And within this show, I'm going to go for 30 minutes. I'm also going to be talking to you about timing within psychic readings. So I do want to talk to you about a topic today, a proper topic, give you some information on timings within psychic readings, and also I want to go back to back with your guidances as well. So if you do want approximately a minute's worth of free guidance, do get your questions into me, and I can look at those within this 30 minutes. I won't necessarily have time to look at everything, but I'll do my best to get through them. Okay, we are currently being joined by 4 viewers at the moment, so hi to everybody. And also so basically I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown on what's happening within Penny Psychic Readings at the minute. I'm going to then talk to you about my topic and slot in your guidances as well. Okay, so just to let you know that I'm super excited about booking dates for my London psychic practice. I have currently booked the 14th of July, which is a Friday, down in Euston, the Euston area of London. So if you are around in London on the 14th of July or the 10th of November and you'd like a reading, would like to come and see me in London, do hop over to www.penny-psychicreadings.co.uk and you can actually book directly online. I do need to have my bookings for London in place 2 weeks before the actual date, so that I know to book my travel and know that it's worth coming down to London. But those dates are on the system and completely bookable. I'm so excited to have a London practice. Also, I'm booking dates in the MK8 area as well. I'm currently doing home visits within MK8 because I do regularly work over in MK8. So at the moment I've got slots available on the 9th of June and also on the 17th of June. So if you do live in the MK8 area of Milton Keynes, I can come and do you a home visit for no extra money on those dates. And then hopefully every month there will be a little something to offer you in the MK8 area. So that's exciting as well. I do have spaces for home parties, home psychic parties throughout June. So if you want to get your friends together, perhaps your friends or family together, have a party, have a bit of a girls' night in, that kind of thing, then do hop across to www.penny-psychicreadings.co.uk and fill out one of my inquiry forms. I do 2 forms of parties, one where you have a one-to-one private sitting, but also one where we sit round and I give a demonstration of clairvoyance and mediumship. So there's 2 types of parties to choose from, but also if you live outside of my radius, my travel radius of 20 miles of NN4 OTR, I do also do webcam parties as well, so you can have your party via Skype on a one-to-one basis. They're very popular as well for those people that live outside of the area. Today I've got appointments for Skype readings, one-to-one Skype readings, Skype readings or Facebook webcam readings from 11:30 today up to 2:30. So they're free slots at the moment. So if you do want a Skype or a webcam reading with me today, then do hop across to the website and book that up ASAP. Skype and webcam readings have become very popular these days, and people are seem to be looking at them as a halfway house between a private sitting and a telephone reading. You can keep the camera on or off, it's completely up to you. Okay, so does anybody have any questions for me? If so, pop them on the comments and I will work my way through as I talk to you about my topic today. I'm just going to have a little sip of coffee, so excuse me. So we're now now joined by 6 viewers. So if you do have those burning questions that you do want me to clear up and give you a little minutes worth of guidance on, do get those into me on the comments box. That's absolutely fine today. Not every single Facebook Live that I do will include the free guidances, but today, because I'm going to talk to you about a topic, then I am going to include the free guidances as well. So if you do want anything answering, do leave it in the comments box and I will answer it as best I can. Okay, right, okay, so timing within psychic readings. That's always, when anyone has a reading, the timing is always the $1 million question. Everybody wants to know when is this going to happen, when is that going to happen, when. In fact, I think that's the whole basis of anybody having a psychic reading is when is it going to happen, when is this going to happen. Now, when a psychic looks at the timing within a psychic reading, it is actually one of the hardest things in the world to actually predict, to be perfectly honest. And some psychics won't even look at timing with a psychic reading. They'll say, no, because we can't always do it accurately, I'm not going to do it. Okay. However, whenever I look at timing within a psychic reading, we always feel like it's days or weeks or months or whatever, but actually that's not the bit that's important within a psychic reading. Sometimes somebody can say to you, well, I can sense this happening in 2 to 3 weeks. No, it's that 2 to 3 bit that's actually the most important bit, because although sometimes a psychic is feeling it in, say, 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes it can be 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 hours, or maybe even 2 to 3 years, but that psychic is feeling it for that time. And this is because there's no actual sense of timing in the spirit world. They don't run on clocks or calendars. And this is why the whole timing in psychic readings is the hardest thing in the whole world to predict and get it absolutely bang on. Of course, there will always be psychics, including myself, that can get their timing bang on within certain readings. Sometimes it differs. Sometimes it's out by a month or 2, or maybe even 6 months or so. But we always give what we feel. Okay, so just because somebody says 2 to 3 weeks and it doesn't happen, well, actually just wait for the 2 to 3 month mark, because that is the important bit. And it is literally because there's no sense of timing within the psychic what am I talking about? Within the spirit world, there's no sense of timing within the spirit world. So that's why sometimes that is the most hardest thing to predict. But it is always the $1 million question, isn't it? You know, it's always that $1 million question. When is this going to happen? When am I going to have this? When am I going to see this person? When am I going to have contact from that person? It's always when. Okay. So if you've got any questions for me, if you want any free guidances, do leave them on the comments box for me, and I will run through them. 22 minutes left of this little Facebook show. I'm going to be with you for a full 30 minutes today. If you do want the guidances in, or if you've got any questions that you want answering with regards to timing of psychic readings, do get them across to me as well, because I can literally do questions and answers all about timing today. It doesn't have to be that guidance. You know, you might not have a burning question that you want me to answer directly and publicly on a Facebook Live chat. You might actually have a question about my topic, which is timing within psychic readings. You might want to know why this or why that about timing. That's fine, just put that on there and I will try my best to get that question answered for you. In terms of the knowledge that I have. Okay, so many times people have dismissed their reading and said, oh no, that's a rubbish reading, just because the timing has been out. Well, sometimes, you know, like I say, sometimes a psychic always does their best with regards to the timing, but sometimes it is a little bit out, just that's the way it is. Okay, so today I'm working with my magical tarot cards, which are these ones here. Okay, this is an old deck of cards I've had for the last 24 years. They're quite old and manky and smelly now, and they don't really slide as nicely as a new deck of cards. And some of the corners are actually off of them as well. Okay, so they're what I use to conduct all my readings with. I do have the selenite crystal ball with me today, which is one of 5 crystal balls that I have that I do work with, and I do tend to change them up. And then with the selenite's very good for the crown chakra and the third eye chakra and sort of spiritual development as a whole, to be perfectly honest with you. And selenite is a very soft crystal as well, so if I was to kind of drop this now, it would break in some way, whereas a crystal like quartz or fluorite or amethyst or something like that wouldn't actually break. Okay, so that's the selenite, and I don't actually personally like a clear crystal ball. I do actually prefer one that is more opaque or has inclusions in that. Okay, now I also do work with it in my readings and when I give my guidances with the healing with the angels as well, which are these cards here. Okay, that's them. Now you will see many psychics using these because they are a very popular deck of cards, and you may actually have a deck of these at home in the cupboard yourself. If you'd like to know more about angel cards or how they work, do come through to me, do book a reading with me at penny-psychicreadings.co.uk. Sometimes it's not always a reading on life or mediumship that people are looking for. Sometimes it is actually help on their psychic development, and we can always look at that within a reading as well. You know, it may be that you're developing psychic, maybe that you've got a bit stuck, that kind of thing. Okay, we do have some requests for guidances coming in here, so I'm just going to look at a few of these and then I'm going to come back to topic. Okay, okay, let me just have another sip of coffee here. Okay, so let me just have a look here. Becky Lavave, I hope I've said that right, Becky. Could I have some guidance, please? And thank you, love and light. Okay, Becky. Let's see what we have here for you. I'm also feeling like I want to pull an angel card for you there, Becky. So, we'll put an angel card. And we've got the card of celebration for you there, my darling. And so therefore I feel like something quite important is going to be coming up in your life. I do feel as if there is going to be cause to celebrate soon, and I do feel that this is connected directly with you, and I do feel Becky, I'm seeing kind of celebrations around the work area of your life. I do feel like there's a new position coming in, or a step up, a promotion in some way. So I don't know whether you've been looking for that or trying to better yourself in some way, but I do feel as if you're sitting on the verge of something really nice actually where your work's concerned, and that looks to me as if it's imminent within kind of the next month to 6 weeks. So I'll just leave that with you, Becky, and I hope you've enjoyed that guidance today. Okay, Carol Gavin, one of my regular party hostesses. Hi, Carol. Okay, guidance on work, please. Okay, Carol, let's have a look here. Let's have a look for you, Carol. Okay. Well, you do actually work really hard, Carol. Call you Gavin there. And I do feel here that I do feel as if, yeah, you do actually have the recognition that you deserve. You do actually have that, okay? But I also feel as if there's changes, there's movements around your workplace, Carol. I do feel as if you work hard, you get the recognition that you deserve, and I think people do feel very highly of you. Okay, and I feel also here that there is movement within the workplace, though. I can't get away from this changes happening for you, Carol, and I feel as if kind of things were a little bit like that. I want to say we'll all settle down. Give it 3 months. I think things will settle down and look a bit better for you. Okay, so I'll just leave that with you, Carol. Hope to see you soon. Emily Louise Varnfield. This is one of my regulars as well. Okay, hi Emily. Some guidance around work. Okay. Okay. I feel as if something's upset you at work, actually, Emily, to be honest. Something's taking you back a little bit. I do think things have gone a little bit chaotic, and I feel like I'm seeing like sleepless nights, that kind of thing. I want to say I can see you turning your back on your current work, and I feel as if you're going to be moving on to something new quite soon. It feels like, yes, you've got to do the donkey work for this, but I feel kind of 4 months and I can see something new coming up for you there, Emily. So I'll just leave that with you and say thank you very much for that. Okay, Julius Simmons Collar. Hi Penny, hope you're well. Can I have guidance for timing for house move? Oh, some of these are moving up really quickly, so if I have missed you, don't forget to put it back on the bottom because they're all moving up, okay? So let's just have a look here. It was house move, wasn't it, darling? Annette and Carol Gavin, I think you're going to have to put yours back on the bottom in a minute, okay? If you're watching, okay? Okay. Right, I'm sensing, yeah, house move for you, my darling. I'm seeing around the 8 to 9 weeks mark seems to be what I'm sensing there. And for some reason, I don't know if I see flats or apartments nearby where you're moving to. I'm not sure. Okay, but that's what I see there. Okay. 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 Yeah, if I have missed you because things are moving up quite quickly, the comments are moving up quite quickly. People are putting their comments on. Do put it back onto the bottom again, and I'll come back round. Hopefully, if I've got time. Okay. So Carol. Again, yeah, Kelly, yeah, I know I missed you. Put it back on the bottom, Kelly, for me, darling. Oh, I think you have. Okay, Carol, thanks, Penny. We'll be in contact soon to book another party. Yay! I'll look forward to that, my darling. I do love your parties. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Becky, thank you. Okay, Kelly Horton Brown. Hi, Penny, can you see anything for me, please? Let's just have a look. Right, Kelly Horton. Let's just have a look for you, my darling. I'm going to choose you an angel card too. Okay. Right, Kelly, there seems to be a lot of focus around your family. The angels are wanting to pull you towards family matters at the moment, and that seems to be, I mean, obviously family is a priority for everybody, but, you know, but that's where your focus is. Also, in terms of having fun there, Kelly, they're wanting you to push forward. Go and do some of those silly things that kids do, you know, whether it's building sandcastles or playing in the park on the swings, you know. Get back to that inner child, my darling Kelly. I do also feel here, I can sense a partner around you, Kelly, and I feel as if things are happening for them around their work. I don't feel this is you, I feel this is a partner, and I'm seeing kind of good things coming now. I see kind of pay rise, promotions, that kind of thing around a partner. And I do think that that's quite nice. I'm also seeing here, Kelly, I see a big attachment to a baby boy. So I don't necessarily think this is going to be yours, my darling. I think this is going to be an attachment to somebody else's baby boy. And I see that coming in soon as well. So I'll just leave that for you. I hope you've enjoyed that guidance. So, okay, your comments are moving up. If I have missed you, do put it back onto the bottom, okay? Do put it back onto the bottom, and that will be absolutely fine. And if you have shared the video, because I know a few of you are saying to me that you're sharing this, that's really lovely, and I really appreciate it if you did share it actually with your friends, and that would be really, really nice, and a really nice gesture. Thank you very, very much for everybody that's done that. because I know many of you have. We've got 7 viewers at the moment. Just to have a little recap, we're talking timing today within psychic readings, and why sometimes, you know, it is the $1 million question, but why sometimes it's not always as accurate as people want it to be within a psychic reading, you know. We're talking earlier about, you know, just because someone's predicting it's 2 to 3 weeks, it's that 2 to 3 bit at the beginning that's actually the most important bit. It could actually turn out to be 2 to 3 days, 2 to 3 hours, 2 to 3 years, or 2 to 3 months, you know. It's that bit at the important bit at the beginning, and that is because there's no sense of timing in the spirit world, you know, and that's why sometimes your readings can be slightly out on their timing, okay, so that's the reason why there's no calendar in the spirit world. When you're in spirit, there's no sense of timing. You don't have to get up for anything, you don't have to do anything, you don't have to be at work at a certain time. No timing, no calendar, no nothing. And therefore, I mean, some psychics won't even predict timing at all. They won't, they really won't, they won't even try to, because they don't feel they can be accurate enough about it. So that's why it's important to take a reading, or your guidances, or the timing within. Just take it as guidance, you know. Don't live your life by it. Don't say, okay, in 2 to 3 weeks this will definitely be happening. Just take it as guidance, you know. All psychic readings are really for entertainment purposes only, and we kind of have to put that on to cover ourselves in the law. We're not saying that it's all a bit of fun, but what we're saying is we need to take it with a pinch of salt. We need to take it as it's intended, as guidance. You know, we can't tell you what to do. Everybody has their own free will, and everybody lives their life how they want to live their life. And psychics are very much about empowerment, helping you helping to empower you for your way forward, rather than tell you what to do or direct you down a pathway. You know, we're here to map out the options and give that guidance. Okay, so back onto your guidances now. If some of your comments may have moved up, because the comments are moving quite quickly. If I have missed you, put it back onto the bottom and I will try and come back round to you. Now, I've got 8 minutes left of this little show that I'm doing today. I will do others shows, and some of them will or might not include free guidances. There will always be some that do include free guidances and those that won't, okay. So just look out for the headings as to see whether they include the free guidances or not, okay. So Paula Leslie, Punky Skater Azaho, she's one of my regulars, my darling. Hello, my darling. Could you see when myself and Em will be in a committed relationship, please? Okay, let's just have a look here, Paula. You and Em in a committed relationship. Okay. Well, you're all very much together, I feel. I think you are very much together. It doesn't necessarily look as if you're necessarily living together as such or whatever, but I do feel as if there seems to be a bit of coming and going here as well, because it's like saying we're together, and then we're looking at a bit of heartbreak, or somebody, I thought maybe him that isn't necessarily sure about what he wants, okay. I do feel as if this person thinks an awful lot of you. You know, sometimes they talk themselves into that they don't want this, or they can't do it, okay. But I'm sensing as you go forward over the course of the next 6 months, 5, 6, 7 months, things do get a bit easier, but I also see you putting your foot down with a very firm hand. So I think you're going to get to a point there, my darling, where it's kind of now or never, make or break kind of thing, and I think that will end up swaying the situation as well. So I'll just leave that with you, Paul. I hope you've enjoyed that. Okay. Okay, Tracy Saunders. What can you see for me? Okay, let's just have a look here, Tracy, and see what we see. Right. Okay, Tracy Saunders. Okay, I'm seeing the energy that sits around you is all to do with babies. To be perfectly honest with you, Tracy, so I don't know whether you're trying for baby or thinking about going for baby. But what I'm seeing there, I'm feeling as or you know somebody even that's going for baby. I think this could actually be somebody that's closely connected to you. There's energy of a little girl that's coming in, I must admit, and I also see I see some foreign travel for you as well, and I think that seems to be significant over the course of the next couple of months. I also see you looking at house and accommodation matters, Tracy. I think this could be a move that's on the horizon for you, 3 to 4 months time. Certainly seeing it discussed anyway, rather than maybe you're not doing anything about it, but certainly seeing that discussed. So I'll just leave that with you, and I hope you've enjoyed that guidance, Tracy. Okay, Carol Gavin again. Hi, Carol. Guidance on relationships. Okay, let's just have a look here. For you, Carol. Okay, Carol. Big decisions coming up. I feel as if you've just come out of a funny patch, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it was almost got to the stage where this is ending. I do feel here quite torn. I feel as if there's somebody else there on your mind, actually, Carol. I do feel also as if there's times when you feel very much on your own, even though you are in a relationship. Okay, and I think that dips in and out, you know, and I do actually feel, it's like saying, is this really forever? And I feel as if you're really uncertain, my darling. So just leave that with you. I think you've got big decisions to make over the course of the next 6 months. Leave that with you. Thanks very much, Carol. Hope to see you soon. Okay, thank you to everybody that shared my video. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to fit in one more guidance before I round off today, and I'm going to pick one at random here. Let me just have a look here. Shemaine Callan, well, let's do this one for you, and this is going to be my last one. So if I have missed you or haven't got round to getting to your guidance, do look out for one of my videos that do includes the free guidances again, or indeed you can hop across to my website penny-psychicreadings.co.uk if you've got a burning question or you need that more in-depth guidance. Okay, let's just have a look for you, Shemaine, see what we've got coming up. Okay, to do with accommodation here, my darling Shemaine. I don't know whether you're thinking about trying to move at the moment. I feel as if somebody's trying to block this. You know, they're being very stubborn about this. Okay, and I feel as if I've got some loggerheads going on, actually. So I'm wondering if I've got two people here that just can't agree on what's going on with regards to a house move. I do see a lovely relationship that sits there, but I also feel that it's quite passionate, it's quite explosive, I feel, Shemaine. Okay, so I'll just leave that with you, okay, for you. Oh, I am going to fit in my darling Annette Glynn. I'm just going to fit her in very, very quickly because she's very much a regular of mine, spends quite a bit of money with me, so I'm just going to fit her in. Okay, anything called house moves, isn't it, Annette? So this really is the last one. Okay, so let's just have a look for you, Annette, if you're still watching. Okay, so I feel like I'm feeling disappointed. So I do feel as if you felt quite disappointed on along the way here. I do sense for you that this will be cleared up, my poppet, by August, by the 24th of August. Between now and the 24th of August, I think things with regards to your home, everything's going to be cleared up. I'm also seeing here, I can see boxes I'm seeing you sitting in boxes, so I'm wondering actually if you're all packed up now and ready to go. I feel as if you just can't get somewhere. I feel as if you're going to have the choice of two coming up, actually. It's like coming along like buses. You've got to decide which one that you want. So it's nice to have that choice, but I'm seeing a newer property and an older property. You've got to decide, my darling Annette, which one that you which one you want. Okay, so I will just leave that with you. It just really leaves me to say now, there's six watching now. Thank you very, very much for joining my Facebook Live show today. I hope you've really enjoyed it. We've managed to get through quite a few of your free guidances, which is great. I do love being able to demonstrate my skills to you, and I hope they've made sense. And if you are looking for more in-depth guidance, do hop over to www.penny-psychicreadings.co.uk. if you're looking for more in-depth guidance or you need more on a certain subject, that's fine. Do feel free to share my videos, that would be really great, and I will keep you updated with what's going on. Don't forget, I am booking London for the 14th of July and the 10th of November, and I'm also booking in the MK8 area for the 9th of June and the 17th of June. I do have appointments for Skype readings today, Skype and webcam readings if you want that more in-depth guidance via Skype or webcam, and I do also have appointments for June for those psychic house parties as well. Just leaves me really to say goodbye and thanks for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed that. Okay, bye for now.